When nature unleashes its fury, the impact can be devastating. Such was the case when Cyclone Michaung struck Chennai. The city, known for its vibrant culture and bustling commerce, found itself at the mercy of this devastating cyclone that uprooted lives and disrupted normalcy. As the cyclone tore through Chennai and its northern districts, it left a trail of destruction in its wake. The torrential rains caused floods, rendering over 116,000 people stranded in the floodwaters. The situation was dire, with homes submerged and people amidst the rising waters clinging to hope. But even in the face of such a catastrophe, the spirit of humanity shone through. The Tamil Nadu Police, under the leadership of Director General of Police Shankar Jawal, undertook a massive rescue operation. Over 109,000 people were rescued in Chennai, Tambaram, and Avadi commissionerates. The police also reached out to those stranded in Kanchipuram, Tiruvallur, and Chengalpattu districts, rescuing over 7,000 individuals who could not move to safety. The scale of the operation was colossal, but the Tamil Nadu police force, trained in disaster management, rose to the challenge. Over 18,000 police personnel deployed to the affected regions, equipped with flood relief equipment. They had been stationed in vulnerable locations even before the heavy rains began, a testament to their preparedness and commitment. It was an armada of rescuers that sailed through the flooded streets of Chennai and its northern districts. Among their arsenal were 175 boats, navigating through the flooded streets, reaching out to those in need and bringing them to safety. The police, trained in disaster management, were stationed before the heavy rains in vulnerable locations, equipped with flood relief equipment, including 175 boats. Their actions were not just about rescuing lives, but also about restoring hope, proving that even in the face of the most devastating of natural disasters, the spirit of humanity remains unbroken. As the city reeled under the aftermath of the cyclone, the Tamil Nadu government swung into action to provide immediate relief. With the objective of easing the burden on those affected, Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister, M.K. Stalin, launched a relief initiative, distributing a sum of 6,000 rupees to each affected family. This was a gesture of solidarity, a beacon of hope in the gloom that had descended upon Chennai. Establishing a methodical process, the government utilized a token system to streamline the distribution of funds. These tokens were handed out to the flood-affected residents, who then formed long, winding queues at the local fair price shops. These shops, usually bustling with customers seeking affordable goods, were now transformed into centers of relief, dispensing not just commodities, but a much-needed lifeline to the desperate. To ensure that no one was left out of this relief scheme, special counters were set up at each shop. These counters were dedicated to accepting applications from those flood-affected residents who, for some reason, had not received their tokens. It was a clear signal of the government's commitment to reach out to every single individual affected by this natural calamity. Tamil Nadu Chief Secretary Shiv Das Meena took it upon himself to oversee the process, inspecting the shops and lending an ear to the grievances of the residents. He reiterated the government's commitment, stating, "The applications will be scrutinized for payment of the cash assistance." This scrutiny, he assured, was to ensure that the relief reached the most deserving. The initiative was not just about the numbers, but about the people behind those numbers. It was about the estimated 29 lakh family card holders in Chennai, Chengalpet, Kanchipuram, and Tiruvallur, who were affected by the floods. Each of them had a story, each of them had a struggle, and each of them deserved assistance. The number of residents who receive cash assistance will be finalized after the scrutiny of all applications, according to Tamil Nadu Chief Secretary Shiv Das Meena, a statement that not only echoed the government's commitment to transparency and accountability, but also offered a glimmer of hope to those still waiting for their share of relief. In the face of adversity, the resilience of the people shines through. In the heart of Chennai, in the neighborhood of Velachery, we find stories of survival and resilience. B. Meera, a resident of Ashtalakshmi 4th Street, tells a harrowing tale of the floodwaters invading her home. 4 feet of water, an imposing, uninvited guest stood in her house, holding her family hostage. Unable to open the door to escape, they watched helplessly as many of their household valuables were lost to the merciless flood. Meera's plea to the government is heartfelt and urgent. She requests flood assistance for all the people affected, stressing that many residents without ration cards are in desperate need of help after the floods. On the same streets, another voice echoes the sentiment. Pianu, a fellow resident of Velachery, praises the response of the government and elected representatives in the aftermath of the floods. She recounts the distribution of milk and essential items during the floods. However, Anu, like Meera, stresses the importance of cash assistance for all residents. She speaks of the scars left by the floods, her area submerged under 3 feet of water. These voices mirror the experiences of many others in Chennai, Tambaram, Avadi, Kanchipuram, Tiruvallur, and Chengalpattu districts. They echo the gratitude for the rescue efforts and the relief measures, but also they underscore the need for more. They represent the millions who have been affected, the hundreds of thousands who have been rescued, and the thousands who are still waiting for aid. In the words of these residents, we hear the true impact of the floods, the real cost of Cyclone Michaung. Their experiences highlight the importance of continued support and comprehensive disaster management strategies. They remind us that behind the numbers, there are people with stories, with hopes, with needs. Many residents affected by floods have not received the tokens. Our area had 3 feet of water, says P. Anu, a resident of Velachery. In the aftermath of Cyclone Michaung has left a lasting imprint on Chennai and its people. This colossal tempest unleashed its fury, leaving no stone unturned. But amidst the wreckage, a beacon of hope emerged in the form of swift and efficient rescue operations. More than 116,000 stranded individuals were brought to safety by the Tamil Nadu police, a testament to their dedication and preparedness. The government's response was equally commendable, with the distribution of relief funds to affected families orchestrated meticulously. Over 18,000 police personnel, trained specifically for disaster management, were deployed to assist those in need, equipped with flood relief gear and a resolve as unyielding as the storm itself. But the work is far from over. The government continues its efforts to ensure all affected individuals receive the assistance they need, scrutinizing applications and addressing the concerns of residents. It's in times of adversity that the strength and resilience of a community truly shine. As Chennai rebuilds, the spirit of its people remains unbroken,